Hello, friends. We are still doing the conversational dialogues on different topics. So, the next one is about providing constructive feedback. I appreciate your recent report was well researched. Mind if I add a few suggestions? I'm all ears. By the way, what did you have in mind first and foremost? The data analysis could be more in depth. I see. Any specific areas I need to focus on? Yes, the market segmentation part needs more specific detail. Got it. Any tip you deem appropriate about presentation style? It's good at the moment, but try to use more visuals next time. Rest assured, I'll work on creating more charts and graphs in the offing. Excellent. Overall, you're on the right track. Thanks for your compliments. Any other areas you think needs improvement? Just keep focusing on your data interpretation skills in future. I appreciate the feedback. I'll stick to your advice and will definitely work on these points. The next conversation is about discussing budget allocations. We need to revisit our budget output for the next quarter. Okay, tell me, are we considering about increases or rather cuts? Unfortunately, we need to focus on cut costs, say about 15%. That seems significant. Do you have any specific areas in mind? Firstly, we should look at reducing travel expenses as well as office supplies. It seems good to start with. Any advice about project budgets? They'll remain invariable. I mean, unchanged to avoid delays. I see. Do you think we need to consider postponing any new hires? That's a possibility. Let's review the hiring plan now. All right, I'm going to have to prepare a revised budget proposal. Great. When do you think you can have that ready? I'll email it to you latest by the end of the week for review. The next conversation is about discussing work life balance. I have been feeling a bit anxious with workload lately. Any advice or suggestion? I'm sorry to hear that. Have you been working overtime quite often? Yes, almost every day since last month. That seems unjustified. Have you brought this issue into your manager's knowledge? Not yet. I was a bit hesitant as to how to bring it up. I think it's important to have that conversation soon as possible. You're absolutely right. Do you have any advice on how to approach it? Be honest about your workload. That may impact your well being in the long run. That really makes sense. Is it appropriate to propose any solutions? Exactly. You may suggest prioritizing tasks or rather redistributing some work. Thanks. That's a significant advice. I'll try to schedule a meeting next week with my manager. Great idea. Remember, it's important to create a healthy work environment with utmost balance. The next conversation is about lunchtime conversation. Jim, do you have any plans for lunch today? Not really. I normally just grab a sandwich or a slice of pizza from the cafeteria. That's it. Why do you ask? I was just wondering to ask you if you'd like to join me for lunch at that new restaurant down the street. That sounds perfect. I have been wanting to try that place. What time suits you? How about 12:40? I have a meeting that should wrap up by noon. Perfect. 12:40 works for me. Shall we meet in the lobby and walk together to the restaurant? Excellent. I'm looking forward to see you at the time we mutually agreed upon. Me too. It'll be nice to have some gossip outside the office for a change. Definitely. I feel like we have been so busy lately. Tell me about it. I've been badly occupied with projects, but it's quite mandatory to take breaks and get recharged. I simply couldn't agree anymore. It's easy to get caught up in work and forget about to take care of yourselves. Exactly. A little away from daily office routine provides good opportunity to get to know our colleagues better through an open conversation. Could you please tell me how long have you been working here, Jim? I have been here for about 3 years now. I started my career as a sales associate and worked my way up. That's impressive. You must be good at your professional skills. Thanks, Tina. I always try my level best to perform professionally and keep learning as well. What about you? What exactly made you choose this company? I was drawn to the company's values and mission. Whosoever I met during the interview process was so polite and welcoming. I felt the same way when I joined. It's a great company with wonderful people.